Yo, what's going on, gang? It feels so good to be back. Pardon the delay, man. Stuff been crazy. It's been a lot of events going on this week. It's the summertime out here in the city, so things get a little crazy. But I'm here for y'all. I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all patience with me. It's your boy Phantom Fuego. PHANTM PHUEGO. And you are now tuned into the news, views, previews, and reviews. With just a twist of his ghetto point of view. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How the hell y'all doing, man? I sound like I'm in a jubilant mood, but today's show matter is going to get a little deep, a little dark, a little, dare I say, graphique. It's going to get rough today, y'all. And it's not by intention. It's not by design or by intention. It's the subject matter that we're going to deal with today is just something that unfortunately is a hot button topic. And no matter how many people have tried to broach this issue, because it's not new material by any stretch of the imagination, what I think is the issue is that we have so allowed these issues to fall by the wayside and continue to fester and be bad. We've so allowed these problems to plague our communities over and over. And I love everybody all around the world. Black, white, purple, Puerto Rican, and Asian. I like them light skin, dark skin. I love everybody. Like, listen, I love everybody. But today I really got to talk to the family. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's in the family. But when I say the family, I'm talking to people that look like me and may look slightly different, that may talk with an accent like this. Hey, papi, I'm talking to my people right now. I'm talking to my tribe. I mean, Wagwan. Some may talk like this, like what you chat about, dread. Some may talk like that. Some may talk like, hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú, papo? ¿A qué hora es? ¿Tú dónde eres? Some may talk like that. Some may talk like, un fufu a day. I want half a day. But we are all one. And I need us to have a conversation right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not excluding anybody else from this conversation. But if you subscribe to any of that stuff I was just saying, even if you think I'm being completely offensive to your community, then you're definitely who I'm talking to. Because it was your community, but I'm a horrible representation of what that community actually sounds like, right? So this is going to be dope. This is going to be a good chat. And I think we really need to address something deep today. But before we jump into that, I super appreciate everybody who come back. You guys could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me. And I'm very, very humbled and appreciative for that. Y'all see my schedule will be crazy, and y'all still rock with me and vibe with me. I'm actually looking for a couple interns, and I don't care what part of the world you live in. Holla at me. His ghettopointofview@gmail.com. His ghettopointofview@gmail.com. I don't care about your race, your sexual orientation, your religious background. I don't care about none of that. I just care that you are a dope person. In your mind, not mine. Because, if you believe you dope, then the rest of the world will. So I just need you to be dope to you. And whatever makes you dope, express that to me in a nice email. His ghettopointofview@gmail.com. His ghettopointofview@gmail.com. HISGHETTOPOINT. His ghettopointofview@gmail.com. Again, I don't care what part of the world you're from. I don't care if your English is broken. As long as you understand English enough where you can read and write it well. And if you don't know words, you're humble enough to look them up. Webster Thesaurus, online dictionaries, Google Translate, whatever you got to do to make it happen. I'm looking for a few dope interns to help me in building up my media staff right now. I can, if you are in college, I can help you facilitate some college credit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. His ghetto point of view will get you college credit. I know how to do that. Okay. This is not a cheap thrill. Your boy Phantom Fuego does have a MFA. Okay. So I know how to get you college credit if you are in college, whether here in America or abroad. And if this is something you are interested in, his ghetto point of view at gmail.com, particularly if you are in school for radio, for media, for broadcasting, for journalism, any of those things perfect. But if not, even if you're not in school, you're just somebody who likes podcasts, you're just somebody who's a fan of the show, who wants to help out, wants to see the show grow to its maximum potential, somebody who donates to the show. If you donate some money and you also have some time to donate, his ghetto point of view at gmail.com, his ghetto point of view at gmail.com, and it's spelled again HISGHETTOPOINT, his ghetto point of view at gmail.com. Looking for interns. Unfortunately, this particular position will be a mostly volunteered position. If there are any stipends that can be provided, I will tell the right candidates at the right time. But his ghetto point of view at gmail.com, his ghetto point of view at gmail.com. You can also hit up our Instagram pages, HGPOV Show, His Ghetto Point of View, or HGPOV Podcast, and particularly looking for people who are really good at social medias to help us elevate that side of the brand. His Ghetto Point of View at gmail.com, or hit up any of our social media pages. DM me. This is going to be a dope show. It's going to be a little off kilter than what we normally get into in this show. But not really, because it's just his ghetto point of view anyway. And, I've been talking about bringing some of these other topics to the table. And this one's going to be a doozy. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get in. This is going to be fun and mean and rough and harsh and nice all at once. But you know what? Sometimes you got to take the bumps and bruises of life, gang. And I appreciate y'all being here for it, family. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Wednesdays and Sundays is when we get to it. You know how we do it. It ain't nothing to it. But if I miss you those days, I'm going to drop in and chime in. So just set your notification bells. So whatever platform you on, Anchor, Spotify, Radio 1, Radio Republic, Pocket Cast, etc., you'll get the notifications. You'll know when we go live. Challenge you guys to post your favorite episode. Tell people why you like the show. Tell people who's been your favorite guest so far, which artist, which brand ambassador, which clothing designer, which comedian, which person you have loved that's come on his ghetto point of view so far. And we have only just begun. The romance is not over. So much love to give. I can't sing for nothing, but I love y'all, and I'll do it again and again and again for my team. We'll be back. Let's go. What's goody, gang? What's goody? It's your boy Phantom Fuego, PHANTMPHUEGO. We are back. So, today's topic of discussion. Let's get serious about relationships for a minute, gang. Specifically, I need to ask my sisters a question. Pull up a chair, ladies. Pull up a chair. Love Dr. Phantom coming in with the prescription. Uh-oh. Nah, I'm going to talk to the sisters and the queens today, but I'm going to talk to them from a place of love. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk from a place of love. Tough love and stern love, but love nonetheless, ladies. And, of course, feel free to hit me up. His ghetto point of view at gmail.com. His ghetto point of view at gmail.com. HISGHETTOPOINT. His ghetto point of view at gmail.com. And, you could let me know if I'm completely off base. You mean love Dr. Phantom? You are crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. Or love Dr. Phantom? I think I'm in love with you. Nah, but all jokes aside, just hit me up and let's have the discussion. You know what I'm saying? Because I I think it's really time for some discussions to be had. I think it's been past time. I think people who have tried to bring these discussions to us in the past or presently have always drawn a lot of negative attention and the ire, the negative gaze, the negative ammunition of all of black media, all of many black celebrities, many black athletes. Excuse me. Got that green tea going, getting warm and ready. Many of our black celebrities have allowed a blind eye to be had to like a lot of the problems that go on in the black community, out of fear of messing up their brand, messing up, their image. Do I understand it to a degree? Yes, I do. I do understand that they don't want to jeopardize the fame or the notoriety that they've created for themselves. I understand that they don't want to jeopardize their brand, But sometimes you gotta put that, I'm here for the brand and the dollars and the advertisements and the bonus bucks that I can get, and merchandising deals and selling my name and likeness and appearances and tours, to appear places to rep the new brand alliances that I've created, and etc., etc., etc. All of these things you want to get, for aligning your name, image, and likeness, possibly your personal time, well, your alleged personal time. Because when you a public figure, do you really have personal time? No, and so that's why sometimes I don't feel bad for public figures. But anyway, do you really get to, have a private life? No, and I'll leave that at that. But when you align with these brands, it's like, I'm only for the dollar, so I don't want to ruffle any feathers. I don't want to say anything. McDonald's is in a lot of hoods, and I don't want to say anything that'll cut off my McDonald's sponsorship. And Nike's sold in a lot of Foot Lockers in the hood, and in the nice neighborhoods too. Republicans buy Jordans too. All of these things that we say to kind of sidestep having to actually engage and interact with a lot of the real issues going on in our community. Issues that celebrities and other communities don't allow to happen, and they talk about regularly and tackle all the time, whether it be in their music, in their art, in their poetry, in their movies, just when they doing interviews. They don't really allow things to fester in their communities, and I think their communities are sometimes better served for it. You know what I'm saying? So when I talk to my queens and my sisters today, understand I'm coming from a place of love when I talk to y'all, but like I believe in harsh love too. You know what I'm saying? Like there can't be all that love, soft and affectionate love without also stern and corrective love as well, because where's the balance? How do you show your appreciation for something if not by correcting it and helping it to grow to the levels that it can go to? Now there's a balance between that, because there's also something to be said about putting your expectations on people, and that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't put your expectations for what people should be on other people, because you will always be disappointed. I get that. But is it, where do we draw the line between expectations versus what should be standard societal norms? What you mean, Fuego? Elaborate on that, King. Gladly. Self, as I convo with self in the third person of, this is amazing. Listen to Phantom Fuego go back and forth with Fuego Phantom. Now let me stop. What do I mean by that, right? So yes, you shouldn't put unnecessary expectations on people. People are going to be who they are, and you should allow for that. Absolutely. You should allow people to be comfortable expressing who they are. But then we have to get into the concept of what is self, what creates the sense of self or sense of self identity, and are people being fed what they feel is their individual identity? Meaning, is the media, is newspapers, TV, magazines, videos, television shows, video games, social media, are those platforms creating people's thoughts? Excuse me. Are those platforms creating people's thoughts? Are those platforms generating the ideas that people go around with and say, "Oh yeah, this is me talking. This is what I think." You know what I'm saying? But then if you really listen to everything that comes out their mouth, it's literally everything that just came on the news that morning. And I don't mean even like off platform news. I mean literally just mainstream CBS, MSNBC, CNN, NBC, ABC, network news, big network news. And listen, if that's what you enjoy to watch, that's dope. I watch network news from time to time to get abreast of the information of my local community. But I strongly suggest to people to couple that with some more off kilter or lesser known sources of media, whatever those sources may be for you that you prefer. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be some YouTube people or some people on they own websites, whatever, wherever those sources of independent news are for you. I'm blessed and glad and fortunate to say, of course, if you listen to this platform, one of your sources for independent news is His Ghetto Point of View, where we bring you the news, views, previews, and reviews with a twist of just His Ghetto Point of View. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what I mean? So I'm very happy that y'all pop out for that. But in addition to that, those who just watch like the mainstream news like in the morning, I would very, very much recommend coupling that with, of course, more listening to His Ghetto Point of View. We in season 2 now. We just picking up steam. But other independent platforms as well, because it's always good to pair pair things with your meal. You know what I'm saying? Rice and beans is a more complete meal than just rice or just beans. You know what I mean? It's always good to have a pairing. It's always good to have contrast, combinations. If this thing is one thing, then try to see what the opposition might be saying, or someone talking from the other side, or it's from a different view. You be surprised what you not only learn in favor of what you thought already, but you would be surprised what you may learn to the contrary, or that opposes what you already thought. And you may be surprised that you actually agree with the opposition on a few things. Because the more we allow those who we claim to be our enemies to talk, the more we start to realize, damn, we really have a lot in common. And then we get to take a step back from the chess table and say, well, who are the true people we should be worried about? If the person who I'm being told is my enemy might not be my enemy at all. So let all that marinate for a second while I light up this skitterama. What you smoking on, Phantom? What you smoking on, Fuego? Oh, I be gas masking. Got some Travis cherries in the air. Shout out to the farmers. Really like this strain. Has a sweet aftertaste to it. It's very light. It's flake. It's a fluffy strain. Sativa dominant. Smells beautiful. It breaks easy. And it's one of those good day streams that you can, just get your day work going, get your stuff done, still have a good time, still enjoy yourself, be very sociable, be relaxed, be chill, be mellow, but still be aware and alert. Love me some Travis Cherries, really do. Anyway, back to the lecture at hand. Ladies, queens, brown sugars, light skinned sugars, all my sugars, no matter your complexion, right? No matter your persuasion either. You know what I mean? Because I don't just mean the ladies who, you know what I mean? I mean all shades of you sisters, you beautiful sisters. But I'm specifically talking to my sisters. You know what I'm saying? This is one for us ladies. Pull up, take a seat, right? Listen, what is it that a committed relationship will not do for you? Let's really dig into this. What is it that a committed relationship will not do for you? What you mean, Fuego? Green tea is awesome, right? Check this out. A relationship not only provides companionship, someone to work with, someone to be in communion with and community with, but the right relationship should provide a woman protection, should provide a woman some leadership, should provide a woman someone that she can lean on and can trust, can guide her and their children through good and bad times. Hold up, wait a minute, shut the front door. What did this Negro just say? Stop the car. We getting out. All right, we get, Phantom, I could fuck with you when you talk about weed and this and that. You had all these people coming up to the damn show, and that was cool. But motherfucker, did this nigga just say what I think he... This nigga went there, ladies. Ladies. It's time to boycott Phantom. Ladies. It's time to boycott Phantom. It's time to get this motherfucker love doc, this fake love doctor the hell up out of here. Ladies, we can't have this man in here trying to talk to us like this. Did this man just say we're supposed to have a man that we can be led by, can provide leadership? Do I need to be led somewhere? Now, I know that's a horrible thing for me to say. I know that's a rough thing for most to hear. I know it sounds like I'm making fun. But God damn, green tea is awesome. If we being honest though, haven't we heard these things? Hasn't someone we've known spoken that way when we bring up those basic things? Who I need to be led by? Or this is the new one. The black community doesn't need leaders. To me, now you could tell me I'm bugging. His ghetto point of view at gmail.com. His ghetto point of view at gmail.com. To me, that's just like saying the black community doesn't need men. What? What you mean? What you mean? Even men say in a black community don't need leaders. Those men are misguided when they say that. Every community needs leaders. A community is just an organization. An organization is just like a business. Every business needs a leadership hierarchy. It needs people at the top that make decisions and pass those decisions on to the street level leadership. And that street level leadership gets that out to the individual leaders in their own homes, etc. And no, that whole hierarchy of leadership does not have to be male. Absolutely not. It should have a bunch of female input in it. Though I would argue every good business understands that, at least in the construct we're currently in, the leaders who've made the best decisions have defiantly pushed ahead. And most of the time, even females have allowed that type of leadership to come from a man. I'm not saying they liked it. I'm not saying they enjoyed it. I'm saying they allowed it. For better or worse, whether it worked out or not, even females, when they vote for president, they vote for a man. Why didn't the females vote Elizabeth Warren into the office? Women vote in an overwhelming majority of elections. Why didn't women get Amy Klobuchar into the office? Why didn't women fund Kamala Harris's campaign? Kamala Harris said she had to drop out of the race for financial reasons, yes? Why didn't women who work, black community, the majority of the jobs are in the hands of females? Let's just be honest. So if they wanted Kamala Harris to be the president, if the issue was in fact actually money as she said it was in her goodbye speech, go listen to it. It's still on YouTube. Go listen to it. It's still on YouTube. Fact check me. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm misunderstanding what she was saying. She said she could not afford to continue. She could not afford to continue the race, which alarms me because black women spend an entirely large, I won't say entire, black women spend very large amounts of money on a lot of things, as all sales data will make very clear. So if black women, in fact, wanted they soul roar, wanted they sister, they queen bee. Not no disrespect to Beyonce or the Bayhive at all, but if they wanted their political queen to be in that office, if the issue was voting or the issue was finance, you would have thinking the women thought, not thinking, you would have thought the women in the black community who have the majority of the jobs in the black community and hold the majority of the finances in the black community would have been able to easily fund that just by sacrificing from other things that may be luxury items during a time when they felt that luxury might not be as important as getting someone who was allegedly the king of racism. Allegedly, I'll say the king of racism out of the office. If the point was to get the king of racism out of the office and bring in a new fresh face and bring in somebody new, why wouldn't those people of all people been able to afford that? Why would money be the thing to get Kamala out the race? Talk to me. Tell me why I'm bugging. See, I don't think that's what it was. I just don't think she was getting votes that she thought she would get. I think she was getting support. I think the sisters were coming out to the rallies, but then I think when people vote, they voted what they felt like would be better leadership for the country. Leadership for the country. I'm not saying this woman didn't get a ton of votes. I'm saying who they felt would be better leadership for the country. Overwhelmingly, people voted for Joe Biden, far outseating the votes that Kamala Harris was getting, even in the primaries. Even in the primaries. Even as she went on to talk about how he was racist. You see, people don't want to talk about this. How Kamala Harris came out saying, Joe Biden's a racist. Joe Biden's a bigot. Joe Biden voted against busing. I'm one of the kids that was affected by Joe Biden voting against busing. She came out and said all these things. All of them. All of them. All of them. And not once when she accepted his invitation to be the presidential vice president candidate on the ticket was she questioned about, well, why would you accept his invitation to be on the ticket after you made all these statements about him? Why wouldn't you be telling people not to vote for him? Because she equated his level of racism to Donald Trump's. And that was a big debate in the black community. What is the difference in the level of racism between Donald Trump and Joe Biden? Many people felt there was none. Many people still feel there's none. But yet overwhelmingly, when it came time to choose a leader, black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, black, green, blue, yellow, purple, brown, orange, and tangerine, voted male, voted white, voted Biden on the Democratic side. Not Yang, who's a male but an Asian, so it would have been slightly different. Not Klobuchar, a female Caucasian. Not Cory Booker. Not, if we just gonna leave it on females, not Amy Klobuchar. Not, I forgot the other young lady's name. Who attacked Kamala's record on prisons and everything she did with the prisoners in LA. I'll get her name. There were several female candidates to choose from, is what I'm saying. Not Elizabeth Warren either. And people said they loved Elizabeth Warren and Bernie. They wanted an Elizabeth Bernie ticket. Nope. Didn't happen. Nope. People voted Biden. Not Kamala. Kamala couldn't afford to continue. Tell me, sisters, queens, ready for their new opportunity and time to shine? Why didn't y'all vote for her? Why didn't y'all vote with y'all dollars for her? Why didn't y'all finance the campaign? If that's allegedly what the reason was, and if I'm lying, pull up the clip, listen back to it, and tell me what you think she's saying. She said, I can't afford to continue. I cannot afford financially this campaign. Why didn't they rush of finances then be sent into her? All her sorors in the fraternity, those are professional women who make 6-figure, 7-figure incomes. Add those up with the women who just make regular money, and I mean, some money should have come in, though. But why wasn't it enough? I'm sure women were financing the campaign. Why wasn't it enough? Tell me. Women, we have to be honest. Women they hold the majority of the finances in the black community. The majority of the commercials on TV are made to and directed at women because of this fact that the finances in the black community are held by the women. And even when the men are also working and in the house, they're giving the money to the women majority of the time to make decisions about what to eat, cleaning supplies, how to furnish the home, sheets, what to fill the pantries with, how they're going to dress the children primarily, etc., etc., etc. Every little knickknack that gets put in the home is generally a decision of the female, unless it's more of you know, a house where the man gets to make some actual damn decisions. But anyway, um, even in those homes, sometimes the guys just be so busy, and sometimes guys just feel like, hey, she's gonna be living in this home. Let her feel at home and comfortable, and let her make these decisions, so it feels like a place she wants to settle. Which is, and there's a lot to be said for that as well. So, with all that being said, understanding all those finances come through the hands of the women in the black community, why would they not fund the leadership of a black woman if that's what they in fact were ready for? If they feel that's what the time we were at. Overwhelmingly, the votes show that that's not where they felt in their heart of hearts we are at just yet. And if anybody feels I'm wrong about that, show me the numbers that say otherwise. Show me the numbers that say otherwise. Financial, via donations to her campaign versus Biden's campaign versus other people's campaigns. Show me those numbers, and show me the voting numbers as well in the primaries, and show me why this happened. Explain it to me. Explain it to me. I feel that really they know what type of leadership they actually like. They know what type of leadership they actually trust and want. And that wasn't it. Just my perspective. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We just digging into this one. Oh, buckle up. Let's go. Yeah, we back, gang. So let's really dig into this, right? What a man should be leading. A woman should be looking for a man that's gonna lead. The nerve of this mofo talk about I should be looking for somebody to lead. Oh, me. Yes, I said you should be looking for somebody to lead you. You know why? Because the blind leading the blind go nowhere. What you trying to say? I'm blind? Now let's dig into what blindness is. You know what I'm saying? When I say blindness, let me get some damn water. Let me get me some water. Nice spring water. Electrify the body. In the words of the Sabies, shout to the Sabies. Something to just electrify the body, you know? Whew. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel the difference versus standard, just purified water. I do feel the difference with spring water. Something that's been running through that was actually moving. It does make you feel a bit more up. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel it. I've been drinking a lot of filtered water today. And I was feeling a little down immediately once I started drinking the spring water. Well, maybe it's just better quality water as well. I mean, these are all things to think about. It's cooler. It's a little hot, a little balmy in the studio. A little balmy. I had to run some experiments. They say every water ain't the same, man. That shit is real. Like, you gotta really, it's not just about drinking lots of water. Drinking lots of water is great. Excuse me, but the type of water you drink, pardon me, is also very key. Because you could just be putting a lot of trash in your body, to be honest. You could filter a lot of the bad stuff out of water. But did the water have any good stuff in it? So after you filter out all the stuff that, or at least as much of the stuff that you're trying to filter out, do you still get any benefit from the water? Maybe filter spring water. These are the thoughts that run through my head. Hey. These are the thoughts that run through my head. Oh, speaking of which, sheesh. Fudge. Alright. Gang. Your boy is definitely about to drop a bunch of music. I ain't gonna say nothing else about it. I'ma just get it done. Anyway, back on this subject. Ladies, a man should be able to lead you, lead your children, make decisions. I am not saying you should be incapable of making decisions, ladies. Absolutely not. Because 9 times out of 10, if you are working with the right man and building up the right empire with the right husband, he's going to be out in the world conquering it, killing stuff on a day-to-day basis. So there will be millions of decisions you will have to make on a day-to-day basis. But be mindful that be ready to be held accountable for the decisions you make. Don't make decisions and then not want to be held to task for how those decisions turn out. Because if you make decisions and those decisions turn out wrong, and then you're like, oh, well, I don't want to be. You can't hold me responsible for this because A, I'm not an expert at this. I didn't know what I was doing. B, I couldn't ask you at the moment, so I just had to decide something. And or C, you can't judge me. Nobody should judge anybody. Then you are an immature person who is not ready to lead a soul. I'm sorry, did that bother somebody? You are an immature person who is not ready to lead a soul. A single soul. Baby should not be left in your care. Elderly folks should not be left under your watch. Children should not be left around you. Pets. You shouldn't have to walk dogs. You shouldn't be responsible for filling a cat's bowl of milk and changing a litter. All of those things in life. If that's your mindset, that you shouldn't be judged, it's okay that you made mistakes because you didn't know what you're doing. And people shouldn't judge you. And you don't want to hear no advice. You don't want to take no advice. You don't want to be told you were wrong because you're grown. If any of that rings true, miss, you shouldn't be left with houseplants. Fellas, if that shit ring true for you, you shouldn't be left with dirt. Niggas should take dirt from you. I'm sorry. Like, I wouldn't let you babysit my pet rock. I wouldn't let you babysit my pet rock. People who don't want to be responsible for nothing don't need to be leading nothing. And when you're younger, it's okay to be like, oh, I'm not responsible. I'm just learning. Skirting around the system. Skirt, skirt, skirt. Skirt, skirt, skirt. Skirt, 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 skirt. Skirt, skirt, skirt. Skirt, skirt, skirt. Skirt, 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 skirt. Bobbing and weaving like Mayweather. Too pretty to get hit. Pretty boy Floyd. They can't hit me. You can't touch me. I'm so pretty. Ooh, ooh. Bobbin, weave. Bobbin, weave. Bobbin, weave. Weave, weave. Bobbin, weave. Bobbin, weave. Bobbin, weave. Weave, weave. If that's you, that's dope. But check this out. What it will not do. What that will not do is help you grow. Help you move forward in life, help you develop really substantial relationships, help you to create the legacy that you want to leave as a person, or the legacy and brand you want to leave as an inheritance to your children, to your younger siblings, to your significant other. If that mindset of just absolving yourself of everything is all you have to provide to the world, it's gonna be very hard for people to trust that you can be relied upon to build anything, because things is always gonna go wrong. Whether you have the best plan in the world, things that can go wrong, things that can go wrong will. The question is, how do you respond? How do you handle that? How do you strike back? You know what I'm saying? How do you strike back? How do you take the reins? How do you take charge? How do you take direction? And this is a big thing where I see with a lot of my sisters, unfortunately. A lot of my queens don't want to take direction from a damn soul. A lot of my sisters don't want to take direction from nobody. And that's trash. Because it's like, at the end of the day, sisters, men need y'all to play y'all position, to help build up an empire. But y'all need men to play their position to build up the empire as well. And unfortunately, queens, sisters, ladies, far too many of my sisters, it appears, see their position as on top of a man, and then will complain that men are not taking charge and being leaders in the community. Well, hold up a minute. Which is it do you want? Do you want a man who sees you as an equal? Do you want a man who sees you as a peer? Do you want a man who sees you as a partner? Or do you want a man who sees you as something to protect? Because I don't have to protect my peers. I don't have to protect my equals. I don't have to protect my partners. Me and my partners are equally tied together, and we will fight this fight as peers. Now, that doesn't mean that a female can't be mad nice at fighting, literally, physically, in the boardroom, in the business-wise, etc. What that does mean, though, is that on a personal level, I am expected to take care of certain things. And my wife is expected to take care of certain things, and my girlfriend or my fiance. And those things ain't the same always. I'm not expected to breastfeed. I'm not expected to hold the baby for 9 months. I'm not expected to do any of those beautiful things that only a woman's body is built for. And people be like, oh, but you taking it to basic things. Of course you're not expected to do that. But because those things play into other things. What you mean? Like, I don't expect a woman to pay half of the bills. What? What you mean? Phantom, you out here simping for these hoes. Phantom, you simping for these hoes. Phantom. Phantom, you look like a simp when I saw you, nigga. When I saw Phantom, I saw a simp written across his forehead. Nah, but in all seriousness, I don't expect a woman to pay half the bills. You know why? Because if it's a woman I'm really serious about, then I'm at some point trying to put some babies in her. I'm just saying, how? If I'm really serious about her, can I show her I can provide for that time when I'm going to put some babies in her, that she's going to have to take time off for that baby when that baby is born, and possibly before the baby's born, heaven forbid she's a high risk pregnant carrier, if there's any complications with the pregnancy, you want your woman to be as comforted, rested, and relaxed as possible, because that pregnancy in and of itself is a high intensity situation on a body, or it can be, if the child is not being developed in an environment that's calming, loving, and stress-free for the woman, full of food, has running water, has electricity, has, the appropriate temperature. It's not too hot, not too cold, etc. Like, all of those things create stresses which transfer to the baby. You know what I'm saying? So I don't expect a woman to be able to take care of all of those things while she is pregnant. So I expect a woman to know that I will take care of those things, that I will provide for her. I will keep her safe as she keeps the child in her growing, healthy, feeling like it's loved, feeling like people want to see it come into this world strong as hell. You know what I'm saying? Want to see that baby smiling. You dig me? So I don't expect women to pay bills. Now, if women want to contribute to bills, that's a fact. And if me and a woman get to the point in our empire building where we start to create our own businesses, because that's another thing I'm looking for, somebody to put some, like I'm saying, I'm trying to really put down some roots and a foundation, and ain't no better way to do that than to have somebody that I can bring on to the businesses I'm already cultivating and building, and bring her in. And so that's one less person I have to pay to do things, and that's money that we can keep floating around the house for vacations, to put away for the kids, etc. Pay for the kids that have braces, be on a basketball team, AAU soccer team, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's money we can start to circulate around our home to make our foundation more solid. That's a salary that I can avoid, and all the things that come along with it, paying somebody's salary. You know what I'm saying? Just thoughts, man. Just things I think about, and things you should think about too. Whole facts. But we gonna take a quick break, but we still tackling this, man, because this is real. Because ladies, tell me what you think. His ghetto point of view at gmail.com. His ghetto point of view at gmail.com. His ghetto point of view at gmail.com. Am I bugging? Should a man be looking for a woman that can go half? Does that mean he should also go half on holding that baby? If y'all real serious and y'all at the point where y'all gonna have a baby? Or should a woman just be cool with working the whole 9 months, even if she's a high risk? If you a high risk pregnancy and you know that working can potentially damage the outcome of the child, and you can miscarry, etc., would you still want to have to work on 9 months or 8.5 months, or up until the very last possible moment? Would you want somebody who could take care of that while you then have to lay at home a little bit more, make sure you're getting rest, being with your feet up, making sure you're eating good big fruit bowls and all that stuff? Wouldn't you want to make sure that you have a man who could take care of those things? Or am I bugging and those things don't matter anymore because it's 2021, and most of the jobs in our communities are dominated by females, allegedly. But that's a whole thing that we got to tackle as well, because I do think that there may be more females in jobs, but I don't know if females have the higher paying jobs. It's a lot of misnomers in the black community that we need to tackle. We're gonna dig in. This should be fun. We'll be right back. Yeah, it's your boy Phantom Fuego. We back. So I know this very hot and spicy show is not everybody cup of tea, but for those who really like to dig in and talk about relationships and how we can make relations better on an individual level between men and women, which will then make them be better parents, better role models to their children, and better role models for their community as abroad. Their friends, their colleagues, their neighbors who see them modeling a better relationship can all take heed and, take notes. But I feel like a lot of this stuff starts with the ladies. Y'all could tell me I'm wrong, but show me how I'm wrong. Show me how I'm wrong. Tell me, explain it for me. Let me know how I'm off base. His ghetto point of view at gmail.com. His ghetto point of view at gmail.com. His ghetto point of view at gmail.com. HISGHETTOPOINT. His ghetto point of view at gmail.com. Ladies, let's just be frank. Pardon me. Does a man who's not assertive make your pussy wet? Oh, it got real quiet, huh? Does a man who doesn't lead turn you on? Are you aroused? I mean, to the point where when you look at this man, you just come on yourself. If you know he not a man that can hold you down. Fellas, a woman can get so excited and so turned on just seeing her man confident in himself, doing what he do in his element, whether that be on stage, on the ball court, in the gym, on the boxing bag, on Wall Street, walking up down the block in a suit, in your military uniform, in your police uniform, in your fireman uniform, being confident and assured, and being damn good at what you do can drive women crazy. Ladies, am I lying? So, if all of that assertiveness, affirmation, and positivity drives you wild, ladies, then why would those same qualities be a turnoff when it comes to leading your home? When it comes to stepping in and taking charge of a wild situation, when it comes to building from the ground up. In either situation, are you humble enough to let a man lead? Are you present of mind enough to allow a man to do what it is that he does? Just something to think about, ladies. I would say that far too many women are out here acting like they want a relationship, acting like they want a man, acting like they want a husband, but aren't really willing to acquiesce to what that would mean and adjust to the demands that will put on you from an emotional, a mental, a spiritual, a physical standpoint. You know what I mean? Ladies, there's just going to be, what if you got a man who used to like to go to the strip club? And I seen, I'm not making this up myself, I seen Love Dorsey say something similar to this. Shout to her. Not only is she an amazing artist, but she be kicking game. And Love Dorsey, she was like, yo, like, ladies, what if you had a man who used to be into going to the strip clubs and you told him, yo, you don't got to do that no more. I'll take care of that for you. So, ladies, does that mean that you are willing to once or twice a month, however regularly he used to go to the strip club, buy a portable pole, put the practice in, get the music right, get the lights dim, maybe buy one or two of those small little portable disco balls so it could just create that imagery in your room and just shimmer it off the walls and just put that freaky music on and you willing to pop on that portable pole, miss? Like, or if not the pole, is you willing to just put a chair in the middle of the room, put them portable disco lights in the room, put the lights low, and just really get nasty for them? You know what I'm saying? Heels on, heels off, however y'all like to do it. I'm saying if he like to shove a toy in you, whatever they was doing at the club. Is you about that life? I don't mean to be vulgar, ladies, but I'm asking real serious questions because as Love Dorsey put it, if you understood all of the different women you had to be for your man, you might not want a man in the first place. You know what I'm saying? If he's a dude who was at the strip club regularly and you telling this dude he don't gotta do that no more, bring that money home to you, okay, so he gonna make it rain on you. Are you gonna let him do all the nasty stuff the girls was at the strip club was letting him do? If you're not willing to do those things, is that the man you actually want? Or did you just want to take him for your own selfish reasons? And I'm not saying it's a good thing that that man goes to the strip club regularly. That man clearly has things he needs to, possibly reconsider about his life if he needs to so frequently hit the strip club. But he might be one of the people that go to the strip club for business. But if he in there spending his rent check, ladies, you might need to reconsider this gentleman. But if he's just, if he a man who can afford such luxuries in life and he readily goes and enjoys them, and you're saying I'll be that stripper girl for you twice a month, 3 times a month, great. But if you're not willing to make that switch, then is that the man you really want? If your man a man who likes home cooked meals, a lot of dudes, especially dudes who come to America from other countries, whether they be from the islands, they be from Canada, they be from, parts of different various countries in Africa, Nigeria, Egypt, Kenya, Guinea-Bissau, Papua New Guinea, Republic of Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Morocco, Mauritania, wherever they from over there, Niger, they may want regularly cooked meals, fresh every day. And as long as they're providing the finances to afford that, then you can't really complain. And, Love Dorsey, shout to her once again, LOVE_DORSEY on all platforms. I believe you can find her. She just be dropping so much game. Are you really willing to be all of those things for your man? Are you willing to be the cook, the freak, the confidant, the massage therapist? You know what I'm saying? What if your man, he used to go to the massage parlor and they used to hit him with the happy ending at the end? You're like, nah, baby, chill. You see all the drama going on in the massage parlors? I'll take care of you, daddy. You know what I'm saying? He dropped that $500 on your table. He ain't trying to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? If he get to grab the back of Ming Ling head, ladies, and again, I don't mean to be vulgar. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not saying these are things you have to do. What I'm asking is, if those men are the men you're saying you want, if there's a particular man that you targeted and these are the things that he likes, are you willing to add all of those characters, so to speak, to your repertoire? It's almost like cosplaying or playing, having characters and roles. If your man in the role playing, are you willing to do these things? Are you willing to do these things, ladies? Do you have the nurse's outfit, the glasses? You know what I mean? I'm just. You know what I mean? If he like a cop cow, ow, Mrs. Officer, don't he change your name to Mrs. Crowder? Listen, man, I ain't saying my Wayne impression was good. I just said, you would get the point of what I'm talking about. Emergency only. Come, love doctor, come perform surgery on me. She got me thinking I could date a cat. Yeah. She read me rhyme rights. I said, what's the phone number? She said 911. Emergency only. I'm just saying. Are you willing to accommodate these things, ladies? Whew, this spring water is great. I'm not saying which brand it is, because I ain't get a check. Just drink some spring water, nigga. Damn. All these extra questions. Which brand of spring water are you over there drinking from? Don't worry about that till they cut the motherfucking check. All right? The brand that I buy knows I buy them. Everybody who you buy from knows you buy from them. If you're a regular buyer, they know. They know. Cut the check. Yeah. Cause the thrill is on the rise. Like them other guys, I even gave them a chance to the side. They know. Yeah. They know. Yeah. Ladies, just stuff to think about. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do more of these. We're gonna really ask some serious questions. I got some dope guests coming in, which is what this so I wanted to kick this off and start really having these relationship conversations, because as these guys come through, I wanted it to be, let y'all know that yes, we do the finance, the marketing, the business, the branding. I bring in the artists and the musicians and the performers and the clothing designers. But his ghetto point of view is about the community, man. It's about building up a better community. It's about letting this family, our digital family, and this digital footprint extend IRL into real life. And everything we build here, be able to take it with us in every single part of the globe, every single part of the universe, and beyond. And be able to spread that love and that positivity and take these building blocks and, this valuetainment, this education, this edutainment, this edutainment with you, and make your life a little bit better. One day at a time, one step at a time, one blessing at a time. One breath at a time, because we are powerful, we're strong, we're noble, we're creative, we're omnipotent, we are so powerful, we are awestruck, immense beings, we are so amazing, we are dominant, we will rule the day, we will rule tomorrow, we will rule the world, we will crush all our enemies, we will kill them with kindness, we will destroy him with love. It's your boy Phantom Fuego. I love each and every one of y'all, and I'm so humbled and honored that you guys could be anywhere in the world, but you spend your time with me. Forever grateful. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. We get to it like it ain't nothing to it. His ghetto point of view is the dopest show on the galaxy. It's the freshest show on the block. It's that new, it's litty. The wave is real. We gang out here, and we riding till the wheels fall off this motherfucker. Bitch! Love y'all. Once again, we out. Peace.